What's up, family and friends? Big Ray back in the building. How y'all doing today? What's up with everybody? Man, we got a great show lined up for you guys today. For all y'all who do not know who I am, I'm a content creator that go by the name of Mr. Show Out TV. And this is the Common Sense Not Common Live channel. I'm also streaming simultaneously on my main channel, the Sober Gang Experience, where I share my journey from addiction to recovery. I am 3 years sober and clean, everybody. And I also, let me pat myself on the back for that, man. That is a very big accomplishment. That's a very big accomplishment. I'm taking my sobriety very, very seriously, you guys. So 3 years sober and clean have been one of the best journeys of my life. But today, you guys, look, man, we got a great show lined up for you guys today. I would love for you guys to stick around and make sure you get this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. I'm thinking this video that I finna share with you guys today is very well, much needed in our community, right? All around the world. Charleston White was being interviewed on this radio show, and the radio host was a little combative, if I could put that into good words, right? And he basically had to let her know that, when you're debating, people in this world today really can't have a debate, because when we debate each other, we don't get anything done, right? So in this interview is very teachable. It's a very good teachable moment for a lot of us out there today. And I'm going to share it with y'all today. So just unwind and unpack. You with your boy for today. Let's get to it.
Big Bink brought me through here 4 years ago to record a commercial.
Wow.
Yes, I've never been on the radio.
That's crazy. Bink was somebody whose name I wrote down when I was in high school. One of the DJs that I used to listen to. So to be back here with my own show, working up under him is like definitely a full circle moment. But I feel like you should apologize to us because you definitely said F us. And I was like, well, that's not nice, because he said he don't know nobody. Why would you say F us?
I'm an old school local guy here that grew up going to concerts, free concerts, from both radio stations. One of the reasons I used to take yearly AIDS tests is because y'all used to get free contests,
right?
Free concerts.
And they still do that.
Well, I don't know where they do that at.
And
so coming from a community standpoint, there's many boots on the ground, grassroots organizations,
right?
That feel like our local radio station don't do enough in the community or highlight the local people in the community.
Yeah.
The celebrities come through here. We don't make them stop at the schools no more. We don't make them stop at the community centers. So everywhere I travel throughout the country, I make it my business to do that, even if it's with a radio station or not. So that was my beef, and so I do apologize.
To give y'all a little context of what is going on in this video, the radio host, the female, right? She will not be listening at all to understand anything that Charleston White is saying. From the get-go, she already got in her head already that she is not going to listen to anything that this man is saying. She is not listening to understand what he is saying. She's just listening to respond. Let's continue.
Because I've never spoken with no one from the radio station.
Yeah, I think it's important for people to understand the responsibilities that radio stations hold within the community. Yes, we do play music. Yes, we are top 40 stations, but there's also still protocol, and this is also still a corporate business. So understanding those rules and how to navigate those in a way that not only works for us, but also works for our community, I think is really, really important to understand. So I just wanted to make sure, like, even with the messages and using your platform and the influence that you have, people from the city love you. People are championing for you, and even us, even me, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are championing for you, but it's being a representative of the city, and to say something like that for people that are out here doing the groundwork, you know what I'm saying? Like,
let me just say that we all feel like that.
What you mean?
We all feel like this toward our radio station.
Right.
Because they're not visible. So it's
Right.
not just the radio
I
station.
know.
It's the churches. So let me.
Right, I was gonna say that.
It's the churches. It's the bankers. It's the doctors. It's
Right.
the frats. So everybody's invisible. So I'm talking from the bottom up. So in my mind, y'all can't hear me. You see what I'm saying? So when I'm
Yeah.
online saying whatever, the people up here, y'all ain't paying me no mind.
Right.
So what I say don't affect y'all.
So basically, what Charleston White's saying is that the people that have the most influence, the people that have the influence in our communities, they do a lot of talking, but do very little work, right? Now, what he is trying to say is that the people that have the influence as the banks and the churches, right? And very well so, like in a lot of communities, a lot of churches, they do a lot of talking, but a lot of these churches also do a lot of work, a little of work. So that's basically what he is trying to break down, is that y'all people have a lot of these, even the radio station, y'all have influence, y'all have power, and y'all say that y'all are doing something, but the people on the ground, the people that y'all don't touch them. We don't see y'all. We hear y'all, but we do not see y'all. And she is very finna get very combative with Charleston right on this situation. So we gonna let this play on, man. We go see what we go get to.
So down here, the last time I remember,
That's what you think.
Well, we don't know. We at the bottom. I'm a sensation. When the last time? What's the last internet sensation we can remember? We can't.
From here, from Dallas?
From anywhere. So internet sensation got a 2 to 3 year lifespan. I've been on the internet 4 years. I had to find my way to the stage where I was going to get stuck on the internet, right? So let me just say this. The last time I saw 97.9 in the community was at Sycamore Park. Rick Ross, Young Dro, man, some of the biggest names in hip hop. Man, the whole city was in trees. Y'all ain't touching the community no more.
I think looking at putting those types of responsibilities solely on the radio station though is crazy though, because it's not just us. There are music labels that we have to work with. The artists have to have time to come out here. Even when they come out here and carve out time to come to the radio station, we lucky to get them 30, 35 minutes that we are able to get. So to get them to go out into the community and do something more, I mean, if they have that on their agendas to do that, then yeah. But we're always pushing those types of opportunities. We have meet and greets here at the radio station for fans to come up here and meet their artists.
But one thing Charleston White is trying to get her to understand that this is not about meet and greet. This is about helping the community. She is totally missing what he is trying to say. She is going to bat for the company that she do not own. She do not own this radio station. So she is trying to take up for a company that she do not own. And she is missing the whole point of what he is trying to say. Let's continue, y'all. Let's see what else gonna go on.
We take fans backstage for them to be able to have those experiences. And even outside of that, we're helping moms. We're helping Black businesses. I put Black businesses on the radio every week. I bring women up to the radio station every week.
I've been here all of my life. I'm 46.
And that's just me.
I'm 46
One
years old.
person.
I've been working in the community for over 12 years directly with Councilman Caraway, John Wiley Price, the Dallas mayor, Greg Abbott. I work and live in this city. And when I say the radio station, the church is invisible to our communities. I don't care what y'all say y'all do here and behind stage. I'm saying the grassroots, the people who need to touch y'all, the people who need to touch the people who come through here is so far away. Most people don't even know where this radio station is. We don't even know what y'all look like. I hear.
And that's totally true. We have a lot of, when you got the power as this radio station has, you know, it's very, very, they do a lot of talking. We hear them on the radio. We saying they doing this, we saying they doing that. But as in the community, we don't see them. We don't see them. And in the Black community, in some cities, you might have a lot of churches. You might have a lot of Black churches, but in some cities, you might have white churches that actually do more than the black churches. That's in some cities. I mean, that's just the hard, true facts about it. You know what I mean? But what Charleston White is trying to say, we hear y'all, but we don't see y'all. We don't see you. That's basically what he's trying to say.
Hear you, but this is my first time seeing you. I hear these radio personalities. I barely know what I barely know what y'all look like, and we live here. So imagine our children who live in Stop Six and on the south side of Fort Worth. They don't even get to see Six Flags. They live here all day long.
I agree.
So let alone a radio personality. So if we make an obligation, if you come to our city, you're gonna do this, or you're not gonna be on our radio to promote your music. We're making an obligation, but I'm not putting it on you guys. Remember, I'm talking from a community standpoint as a guy who really work in the community. So it ain't just y'all. The preachers get it, the gangbangers get it, the police get it, because it takes a village.
I agree.
Y'all just got one video, but everybody gets it around here from me.
I agree. My only thing is I don't want it to be one of those narratives that's created like the radio station ain't doing shit. Because that's absolutely not what's happening.
It's not a narrative.
That is absolutely true. That is what he's trying to tell her, you guys. It's the radio station. It's not her. See, she is taking it personal. He's telling her right off the jump. Now, Charleston White is not being aggressive towards her in any kind of way. A lot of things that Charleston White do and say might comes off as aggressive, but that's just the way he is. When Charleston White is very adamant about something, he get very passionate and it comes off as being aggressive, but he is not being aggressive towards her at all. She already on the forefront. She already is ready to respond. She is not listening for understanding. She is listening to respond. And that is what is going on in a lot everywhere, man. Proper communicative conversations is none and void in today's era. Let's continue.
It's a fact.
It's not a fact.
I live here.
Just because I live here too.
So, but you work here at this station.
And I grew up here.
And like you said, you guys are told what to do.
I'm not told what to do.
You just told me that the radio, whoever the radio labels is, the music labels, tell them what they can do when they come here. So
that's on them.
So they say, so you're told that you can't go out here and do certain things because you have a boss.
Who are we to stop people from having an experience with some people that they love because they don't have 5 minutes before a scheduled time? I mean, people put money into this stuff. This is not just about disrespecting the community, but respecting the artists as well.
It's our ears that keep these doors open. If we quit listening, they stop paying.
I agree.
So what I'm saying is there should be an obligation from the radio station, which we don't see. You can line up to any community, any school. I did a whole murder change.
We do this stuff every week, and that's the thing that's the only thing I want you to acknowledge.
I won't acknowledge it.
And that's some crazy shit.
And a lot of times we got to take into consideration when we looking on the outside looking in, we see that these radio stations are owned by a lot of white men, a lot of white people, right? And some of them are also owned by black people. And it's one thing they always have in common between both of them, right? They always promote negativity. When the last time have you looked or even listened to a radio station or any other of these big conglomerates and they actually promoted anything positive, right? We don't see it. Negativity sells. And that's a lot. And we see that every day in this world, right? And let me reiterate again that Charleston White is not talking to her personally. She is taking this personally. And a lot of times when we are talking to our black queens, our black women, or just women in general, when a woman is getting a pushback, when she do not understand something, it kicks in. She start to lash out, right? Cussing, fussing, getting loud because she don't understand, because she's not listening to comprehend anything. She's not listening to comprehend. She's not listening for understanding. She is listening to respond. Let's continue.
I did a whole murder change me event with the Dallas County Prosecutor's Office, Homicide Division.
Okay.
That, listen, the radio never spoke of nothing, but they'll speak of a viral moment, a viral video.
What are you talking about? You pulling shit out of your ass. Like, I myself go down to juvenile detention centers. We out here doing groundwork.
Let's not make it personal.
I'm not making. I am making it personal.
You said I, and I said the radio. I don't know you, but I don't know you though.
Okay, so listen.
I don't know you, mama. I said the.
And this is very sad to watch, because you can really see that she is getting in her feelings over something that she do not own. You don't own this record label. I mean, this radio station. You don't own it. So why are you going to bat for somebody that can fire you tomorrow? Charleston White is basically saying that we do not see the radio station. They can do a lot more. The churches can do a lot more. The banks can do a lot more. The people who have the influence, right? Only thing the radio station can say, they have the power to say this. Okay, if these entertainers are coming to our platform, y'all have an obligation to go do this and touch the people in the community. That is what he's saying. He is not saying that she is not doing it, right? So what most modern women do when they are in a situation, when a man is trying to be conservative, not conservative, when a man is inserted, y'all know what I'm trying to say. When he trying to state his opinion, right? And she is not listening to understand. She is not listening to comprehend. She's just listening to go right back at him. And when we have this, you guys, we do not have anything. If the communication is out the window. So the only thing you're finna have is a back and forth. And it's sad to see this woman doing this, right? You know, it's sad to see it like this, because can you imagine dating this woman? Right? Can you imagine dating her? What you will have to go through, right? Let's continue.
Radio.
As an entity.
I said the radio.
As an entity, we're doing groundwork every day. We got trucks out in the street right now.
Where?
Right now. I'll pull up the schedule and tell you exactly where they
because
are.
We don't see them.
I'll tell you exactly.
So
yesterday we spent all day trying to help people get registered at the mayor's back to school.
He keeps saying where, right? And she's saying everywhere. Everywhere is not telling him this, right? You just got to understand that he is talking about the company, and he ain't talking about her in general. And she's still going to bet. Like, you ain't finna talk about my massa, right? You ain't finna talk about my company, this company. She already had it in her head that when Charleston White got up there, the first thing she would go address, well, why are you talking about this radio station? Like she's on it. You don't. And at the end of the day, the radio stations, they do not see you guys. You do not touch the ground. You know what I mean? So that is what he's trying to break down. Charleston White come from that. He come from the community. He was and still is a community activist. He is in the streets, in the trenches. He uses social media as a way to get out his message. Good or bad at times, Charleston White always have a message on top of what he's saying. The best way a lot of comedians do when they want to throw in something that the main people don't want them to say, they disguise it as a joke. Charleston White disguised a lot of things what he say into a lot of his social media tactics. It's brilliant, the work that he do, if you ask me. Because it make a lot of people mad, and then he sprinkle on top a message. And when you listen to the message he is trying to resonate to you, it make a lot of sense. You be like, oh, that's what this man is saying. Yeah, let's continue.
Where? Passing out water to people in this extreme heat. We got niggas out here everywhere.
Where? Give me a location.
We was in Fair Park, South Dallas yesterday.
Give me a location.
And this is very hard to watch because we seeing this is what we get from a lot of modern women today, or just women in. We get this a lot, right? When a woman is getting some pushback, when a woman do not understand what a man is saying, when a woman, it's different opinions and different views. That's all it is right now. That is what's going on, a different opinion and different views. And when she is not on track with your opinion, then she get combative. Then she's get loud. And in actuality, she making herself look very, very stupid, man. For you to be a host of a radio station and you can't even comprehend what your interviewer is trying to say. You just want to go back and forth. This is very, very hard to watch a woman do this, but this is what goes on in this world. And it's a lot of women, right? You get this from a lot of women in today's time, modern women. You get this a lot. You get all that mouth and no understanding. No, she ain't trying to listen to understand what he's trying to say. That ain't what she there for. Right? But Charleston White, in no way, shape, or form, is going at her aggressive. You can see that she is leading with her emotions, and it's making her look very, very unprofessional. That's the word I'm looking for.
Where? Because we don't.
I just said at Fair Park.
We don't see.
Nigga, you can go online and see it.
I'm telling you, 12 years. You're telling me one day.
The thing is that over time, bro, the same people that are here are not the same people.
Now, when a woman tell me, bro, I probably would have left the interview. When a woman tell me, bro, I think I would have left. When she said, bro, no, I can't take you serious. I can't take you serious. A woman gonna call me bro. I can't take you serious, man. I think I would have left the interview.
People that were here 20 years ago.
That,
and the growth,
I don't know who's here because
there has been growth and there's been so many changes in radio. And you not finna come up here and tell me at my radio station that we not getting work done.
You asked me a question and I'm telling you.
This is sad to watch. You're not finna tell me, and you ain't finna come to my radio station, man. This is sad to see. She still don't get it. She still don't get it. A lot of women in today's time want to be so right all the time, and they want to be right when they don't even comprehend that they sound stupid. Right? They just talking. And she know that she is on the air. She is knowing she got a lot of people listening to this interview at the moment. She is just talking because she know that a lot of people gonna say, "Oh, you let Charleston White come over there and do you in." So she ain't really trying to listen to what Charleston White trying to say. That is why her mouth is running 100 miles an hour. She's trying to make herself look good to them viewers, but you making yourself look dumb, my girl. You're making yourself look very unprofessional. Because the only thing we hearing as the listeners is you running that mouth and ain't talking about nothing. Charleston White is over there trying to get you to understand, but you just running that mouth. Very unprofessional.
You from a guy who works in the community, known for working in the community, have sit on many panels in this city. You guys are invisible, just like the church. Okay. We hear you, but we don't see you.
Okay.
And you guys have minimal impact in effect in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
You hear that? Okay. Okay, imagine being in the house with her, man. And I'm not trying to bash it. I don't want anybody that watched this video to think that I am bashing her. This is a very good teachable moment, man. How to communicate. We do not communicate well at all If she would have sat back and listened what Charleston White was saying before she respond, she would have understand what he was trying to say. But in her head, I gotta take up for this radio station. She don't own this radio station, right? She's trying to take up for the radio station. You don't own the radio station.
I'm gonna tell you that you
Fort Worth
entitled.
don't never see y'all.
I'm gonna tell you that you entitled to your own opinion.
I thought that's what we were. So why are you taking it personal? That's all
I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that you entitled to your own opinion. And I'm glad that you were able to come up here to 97.9B. I'm glad that Big Pink called you up here. I'm glad that you were able to meet me. But I totally disagree with saying that we are completely invisible to the community.
Ask the community, man.
Okay, so
when she want to insert that she totally disagree, well, prove it, right? What are y'all doing? You keep saying y'all got people on the street. Charleston White asks you where? She said everywhere. Prove it. What are y'all doing in the streets? Charleston is from Texas. Houston. I think Houston. I don't think Dallas. He's from Texas. He don't see them. The people do not see, like he said, the people don't even know where their radio station is at. So it's all cap. But she's going to bat for their radio station, though. She's batting for it.
It's not
okay,
fair.
wait.
That is not fair.
Okay,
we have helped so many people.
Hello, everybody.
Hello,
sweetheart.
Here.
Sweetheart, hold on, everybody. I want to stay focused for a second. So here's two things that I see. So I'm a guy from out of town. We talk about two different age groups here. Two different age groups. He's a lot older than you. So what you're seeing, he's seeing differently. Since I'm older than all of y'all, I can tell you the facts on what's really going on.
All right, break it down.
See the bosses and the
y'all see how Charleston right over there. Hey, the way Charleston White be posturing, man, the way he be, hey, Charleston White posture be on point. But you can see right now when TK Kirkland is starting to talk, you see how Charleston White is listening, right? Right? You see how he is listening. She, on the other hand, she is listening to TK, but she ready to respond. She ready to start yapping. It's sad to see that this is what we see in most young women, modern day women. You can't get nothing through to them. Nothing. You ain't finna get nothing through to them. They already stuck on what they think, and what they think, they ain't trying to hear nothing you gotta say. They'll listen for a little while. Then they finna go right back to it. I'm talking about right back to it. Soon as you stop, they finna go right back to it. So it's going in one ear and out the other. They ain't trying to break that down. They ain't trying to just soak all that game in. They ain't trying to hear it. It's sad.
radio stations have totally changed over the years. Everything is about money. Everything's about cutting back. To even be on the station, as long as we're on the station, is something that you haven't seen in about 20 years. Normally, when the artists come through, it's 5-10 minutes, and then they out the door. So the world has truly changed, and it's just not radio stations. It's everything in the communities, everything in business. What he's saying is an effect from the government down to the city council, down to the streets. So you can't defend something that really, hon, you don't own. This is not your company. So you can't, they can fire you tomorrow.
Right, I know that.
Right, they can fire you tomorrow. And what?
But discrediting the work is all. That's the only part that I'm making.
But here's what I'm trying to say from a guy from outside.
And for me personally, yes, I am.
You see, ain't nothing getting to this woman, man. Ain't nothing getting to her. It's like talking. It's like talking to a brick wall. She said, yeah, I see, and then go right back to it. She's stuck on defending that radio station. Like that radio station can't fire her tomorrow. It's sad, man, but we see this every day when we look outside, man, and we see a lot of these modern day women, man. They do a lot of talking, man, but a lot of them just don't have nothing to say. You moving your mouth and a lot of stuff is coming out your mouth, but it ain't making sense. But in their mind, they know what they talking about, right? But to the listener, man, it just ain't making sense.
I'm definitely taking that personally.
Yeah, never take it personal. Never take it personal because, like I said, this is not your company. This is your business, and you go to checks, then you should get
not for the company, but the work that I'm doing.
Yes, but you hear what he said. He said, "Don't take it personal." He said he talked about the radio station, and what I always tell people when they take it personal, I said, "Don't listen to reply, listen to comprehend."
Facts. Facts. I just said that, man. Y'all don't hear me. I just said that, man. Even when he broke it down, even the way TK broke that down so properly, because he talking to a woman, so he being subtle with it. Even the way he broke that down to her, man, she is still finna be on that responsive tip, right? It's sad to watch this, man. Just when you listening to it, you hearing her getting emotional about this, man, taking it personal the way she is taking it personal. It's sad to see it, man. But we see this every day, right? With the women, man. We see it every day with a lot of women, man. It's sad. Let's continue, though.
Because he never said your name. He never said you. He said the company. And what you did, and most people do this, not your fault. Most people put themselves in the story. I always say, don't put yourself in the story. Listen to the story. So since that's said, I hope everybody got their point across, but I want to focus back on that House of Blues. You know what I'm saying? Because I like this kind of...
Hey, that's Charleston White. Hey, man, check him out, though, man. Check out him. See how he be sitting in them chairs and when he be standing. Hey, Charleston White, man, I'm telling you guys, man, he is very entertaining, man, and I root for him. I like him, man. That's my guy.
Kind of stuff. It
Me
gets
too.
everybody.
Yeah,
it gets
I enjoy the
perking.
debate.
Yeah, it gets everybody up and going, and
I hate it because it builds nothing.
Yeah.
I got a 7-8-year-old pops that told me 2 black people really don't have any business getting together with each other every day. And I said, why, pops? He said, all they're gonna do is argue and squabble.
That's so true.
They're gonna argue over football and basketball. Who team is better? They're gonna argue over, is LeBron James better than Michael Jordan? They're not gonna put their differences to the side and come to work together. They're not gonna manufacture nothing together. So we just saw that right here.
Yes.
Our age differences,
yes.
Male and female.
Yes.
One is entertainment. I just got here.
Yeah.
I come from the community. I didn't attack you for you to take this personal.
Right.
It's like you standing in front of the white man saying, you better not say nothing about my boss. That's how I see that, because I said the radio station. The radio station.
But that's why I gave it a game. Like what I did, I translated what you said, and I hope everybody's listening,
so
right?
I hate debates because what debate does for black people, it puts us apart, and we can never get past the debate to build together.
I think seeing people learn how to debate and learn how to have open conversation, something that we actually need more of in the community.
We need to learn how to stop debating. And if I disagree with you, you disagree with me, no more talking. We disagree.
But there has to be a conversation.
It doesn't. Because we don't sleep together.
Have a conversation. Absolutely.
Your conversation should be held in your household. Arguing outside of your house doesn't matter.
Now he's trying to break it down to her. Basically, look, we ain't gonna get nothing accomplished with both of us going back and forth. Ain't nothing gonna get done. When 2 black people or 2 people in general are trying to have a debate, do not anything get done. They do nothing get accomplished with a debate. One stand for something, the other stand for something. It just go get heated, right? And that is what's going on. Nobody is listening to try to understand. Right? The key word in communication is listening. Don't nobody listen no more. Everybody just want to do a lot of talking. Nobody's listening to try to understand. You know what I mean? She's listening. She ain't trying to understand what he's saying.
Arguing outside of your neighborhood and your block doesn't matter, because what does this argument do? Who gets something out of this? It divides the listener and it divides us, because we cannot come to a common agreement to say we disagree to disagree and not take it personally.
That's exactly what's happening here.
No, ma'am. You said you take it personally.
I said I took it personally. Then TK sat here and talked to me. I mean, that's the whole point of us.
TK talked to me and talked to me. But she ain't break down nothing, man. She ain't trying to understand nothing. You ain't trying to understand nothing. It's modern. You can see it. Modern day women, man. 101. You want to see, if y'all want to, and they ain't trying to. I love my black queens, man, but I'm going to call a spade a spade. If you want to see how modern day young black woman reacts to when you having a different opinion about them, watch this. Watch this episode. They'll let you know everything you need to know. Like if a caveman just appeared out of nowhere and was like, Mr. Showout, tell me about the modern day black woman right now. I say, watch this interview. That's all you need to know. Facts. But before I keep on going, you guys, if y'all hanging out with me right now, man, appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. I would love for you guys to make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I'm going to read off a couple of these comments, man. It says it's funny that TK is talking to her about her, and she keep on saying, yeah, and then go right back to yapping. And exactly what I said also. When TK was talking to her, she was understanding. She was like, yeah. But she ain't trying to listen to understand. She listening to respond. I absolutely agree with that. That female is going to end up single, bitter, and alone. You can't get along with her, and she is very annoying, whining all the time. Another person commented. Now, with that, I'm just saying, man, I'm not finna say that she go end up bitter and alone and all that stuff like that. I'm not finna say that, because I think everybody can change. I think change is in everybody. I think that she understands now that it needs to be a proper way of communication. I think that she understands that now. And it's like she's very educated. She just probably just don't know how to shut up and listen and understand. I mean, that just is what it is. But I think she can change, and I ain't gonna think, if she don't change, I think somebody trying to be her man and shit like that. Yeah, I think that will kind of, because being in the house with her, man, can you imagine going back and forth with her all day long, man? I couldn't do it. That voice, her voice alone will run me away. I can't do this shit. Y'all don't hear me? Let me read off another comment. One woman said, as a 50-year-old plus old woman, these young women do not know how to compose themselves and understand. Childish emotions come off as ignorance. The fastest way to come off as ignorance is to become so emotional, so fast, feeling attached when the topic shows up. I feel learning to listen to a point before defending the point is crucial for understanding. Ooh, let me drop a bomb for that one. Damn, that makes a lot of good sense. I love the one. Oh, I got to read that one again, you guys. She said, as a 50-year-old woman, these young women do not know how to compose themselves and understand. Childish emotions come off as ignorance. The fastest way to come off as ignorance is to attack when logic shows up. Right. And that's what we have. That is what we are seeing right now. When logic hits a woman in the face, she gets scared. She don't know what to do. Like, damn, he makes sense. Let me go into fist mode. And then That is what's happening right now with this interview. We can see it. When logic shows up, when Charleston White, she thought that she will get him on this show and go to bat for this company that she don't own, and Charleston White want to go stand on business and stand on his logic. And when he approached her with his logic, you see what happens. That mouth come out. I totally love this point. I love it. She said, I feel listening. She said, I feel learning to listen to a point before defending. Learning to listen before. You know what I mean? That makes a lot of sense. She said, learning to listen before you start defending is crucial. Absolutely. Absolutely. Another person commented, she just wants to argue for no reason. Imagine how stressful it is dating her. Wow. Hey, man. She's a beautiful woman, man. Don't get me wrong. And I ain't coming down on her, man. Like I said, everybody can change. I really think she can change, man. And she probably have, you know what I mean? This interview alone, she probably got a lot of people that came at her and said, look, man, yeah, this ain't the way to go, right? You need to just change this up, man. Try to listen a little bit more. Listen to understand instead of responding so quickly and so fast, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. I couldn't date her, man, you know. Another person commented. They said, you cannot defend something you do not own. Facts. Oh, facts. Yeah. Another person commented, this is why women are not cut out to be leadership. This is why women are not cut out for leadership. She met with a difference on views, and the first thing she turned into was emotion and cussing. Wow. And we seen that also. Let me drop a clues bombs for that also. Let's continue this, y'all. Let's continue. I'm going to wrap this up a little bit.
Let's even do this now. It's having open conversation.
But that's what debates do. It takes it personally. People don't walk away from debates. So what I'm saying is debates aren't good if we're not building.
There's somebody that's sitting on one end of those tables that's feeling the exact same way you feeling or feeling the way I'm feeling. So yes,
our feelings
people
don't
do
matter.
need to hear people say certain things.
So again,
you know,
feelings don't matter right now at this time in life. What's right and what's wrong, dude? What do we own?
It takes time to get there. People are not. Everybody's not thinking like that.
We've been out of slavery too long to still be hollering about it. Takes time. We got to start showing.
I agree.
Showing and proving, not showing and telling.
I absolutely agree with him because we've been talking. We have all the resources known to man right now. We have no excuses. We have all the research, all the technology. We have all the resources, and everything is right in front of us today. If we know better, we do better, right? Right? We she talking about that slavery. This ain't slavery. We have everything possible at reach right now. A lot of us have influence. A lot of us can touch people who have a bigger influence. It's time out for the talking. You know what I mean? It's time to put in action. It's starting to put in the work. This talking ain't gonna do nothing. Debating ain't gonna do nothing. Where is the work at? That is what Charleston White really. Where is the work? Let's start doing the work. Let's stop doing all this talking.
People are not there yet.
But we are there yet. But we are there yet if we put our feelings to aside. Because black people have become so emotionally responsive. Man, they judge us by everything we do because we do it out of emotions. We're not logical thinkers anymore. Because if we were, a man and a woman ain't supposed to go back and forth, period.
Ooh. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Wow.
Still be hollering about it. Takes time. We got to start showing.
I agree.
Showing and proving, not showing and telling.
But people are not there yet.
But we are there yet. But we are there yet if we put our feelings to aside. Because black people have become so emotionally responsive, man, they judge us by everything we do because we do it out of emotions. We're not logical thinkers anymore.
And that's exactly what she doing. She doing all this out of emotion. All of this, all that talking she doing, it is not coming with any logic. It's just coming out of pure emotion. It's emotion driven. You can see it. It's resonating out of her. Soon as she started to talking, her voice got real high. Right? Her voice got real high pitch. And you knew she was going to come with the shit. You know what I mean? You can see it.
Because if we were, a man and a woman ain't supposed to go back and forth, period.
So how so
see how he rolled
at
that
this
chair
I'm
back.
comedy
gone,
show,
Queen.
at this
I'm
comedy,
gone,
So
Queen.
no, I'm saying at the comedy show,
See how he rolled that chair back. Hold on,
there
y'all.
yet.
But we
And
are
it is
there
what it
yet.
is.
But we are there yet if we put our feelings to aside. Because black people have become so emotionally responsive, man, they judge us by everything we do because we do it out of emotions. We're not logical thinkers anymore. Because if we were, a man and a woman ain't supposed to go back and forth, period.
And he
So
slid.
how so
Charleston.
at this
I'm
comedy
gone,
show,
Queen.
at this
I'm
comedy,
gone,
So
Queen.
no, I'm
yeah.
saying at the
So
comedy show,
let me tell you what I love.
at the comedy
Hey.
show, House of Blues tonight.
Yeah.
The message is that the both of you.
When he slid that chair back, that's like him dropping the mic. He said, I'm done. Let me see that one more time. We finna wrap this up, y'all. I want to see that one more
Yeah,
time.
but we are there yet if we put our feelings to aside. Because black people have become so emotionally responsive, man, they judge us by everything we do because we do it out of emotions. We're not logical thinkers anymore. Because if we were, a man and a woman ain't supposed to go back and forth, period.
So how at this
I'm
comedy
gone,
show,
Queen.
at this
I'm
comedy,
gone,
So
Queen.
no,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying at the
So
comedy show,
let me tell you what I love.
at the comedy show, House of Blues tonight.
Yeah.
The message is that the both of you will be bringing to the audience.
Yo,
It's
it's a-
definitely going to be things to make people think.
Yes.
How do you expect for people to go home and engage in these conversations
I
to
don't.
help move
I
our
like
people
that. So
forward?
let me take over from here.
So
Let me
you
take
don't.
over.
You
I
don't
don't.
want people to go
I
home and
want
talk.
to laugh
Do
right
you
here and
want
up.
people to go home?
Here's the thing.
What is the takeaway from
The
the show?
takeaway is, like I said earlier, we either intimidate you or inspire you. People get up and leave.
Yeah.
I've seen it. Believe it or not, if I move the same way he moves when I'm on stage. When I'm on stage, I get in. When I'm on stage, I want to make sure it's it. When I'm on stage, I get to you.
Yeah.
If I run everybody out of a show, I did my job. I know that sounds crazy to people. When I hear silence, I did my job because I know I got everybody's attention.
Yeah.
And like he said, it's not a game. So even if it's 1,000 people tonight, and we want to get 2 people to understand what we're talking about, we won. And he is right about it.
And that's very sad, man. Him and Charleston, TK and Charleston White understand that. He said if he can only get 2 people out of 1,000 to understand something, because they know how battered our communities is, man. It's like we lost. It's like they know it is very tough to get things through to our people. It's very hard to get them to understand something. You know what I mean? He said if I can just get 2 out of 1,000, that is a very low percent. It's sad to see. It's sad. It's because they know we are broken, man. But he, like TK said, if I can get 2 out of 1,000, it's sad, man.
Emotion. He is right about people listen to reply, don't listen to comprehend. A lot of people don't understand communication. A lot of people that the education level in this country is at the worst it's been in about 50, 60 years. Everybody is winging it. There's no more morals. There's no more code. There's no more. All these things don't exist anymore. So it's brothers like me, him, and other people who we get to build as a team throughout the world. Because I've been doing this 38 years. So now it's another level of comedy because Live Nation is behind us.
Yeah.
So what we do now is we take our message, We put it on stage. We make people laugh in between the message, and we get our point across. You know, and it hurts some men, and it is not their fault. I've seen the world change over 30 years. The mindset, the men, the women. You can't be a man to people no more. Women to get upset. If a man is too emotional, hearing a real guy, are you a bum, or who are you talking about? If you inspire people to get life insurance, because I'll be talking about that tonight, about life insurance. And the reason why I want to talk about life insurance, I stress that all the time. And the dude said to me on my Instagram, he said, "Why should I get life insurance? I don't even have car insurance." And that hurt me.
And that is crazy. That's crazy for a person to be thinking that. You think the car insurance and life insurance, bro. Life insurance is very, very needed. Everybody should have that, man. You should have that because that money is put aside in case you pass. Now, people will mourn you. People will be sad, but that won't leave your family members, your wife, you know, they won't leave them to have to come out of pocket because to pay for a funeral is very expensive. They won't leave them to have to come out the pocket, right? And be getting a bind trying to bury you. Now, a lot of banks have these as well. Like I just opened mine up not too long ago because I was talking to my sister about it, right? And that's something I should have been doing a long time ago. But like I was saying, you guys, I'm 3 years sober and clean. This is a lot of things that I was doing in my addiction. I was busy handling my business and I wasn't prioritizing things and lining them up the way I should. So I'm doing all of that now, right? Right. And so that is the banks can have that coming right up out of your check, right? Because I got my bank account through them. I'm just saying, man, life insurance is very, very important. You never know. You know, when's your time, man? Your time can be up at any moment, right? And to bury a person is very expensive these days.
So bad. Yeah. People have that mindset. So we just want people to be. This is not your different type of comments. That's why I put different other comedians on the show. Yeah. Who move a certain way to really bring laughter into the building even more. Yeah. But when me and him, now his show is not really like that on stage. He really comes and really make people laugh. Yeah. What he just did, that's me on stage. It's like it's a reversal. When I go on stage, that's what I do.
So Charleston, this is gonna be your first time hitting a major stage in your own city.
Oh, I sold out.
We in Dallas.
I sold out May 17th for my birthday here. With Say Cheese TV.
Where was y'all at?
At Arlington. What was that place? The old Comedy Zone.
Okay, yeah, no, that's closer to your side town. But then you'll be in Dallas this time. House of Blues, hitting the stage. What? You know, you said you don't expect for people. You just want people to come and laugh.
Well, I'm still learning, so I can't put no expectation on. I don't have a message yet. Okay. I'm still trying to find my niche in my footing, right? So, I'm balancing the act between being a stand-up comedian as well as studying what the master of ceremony is. Yeah. So I got 2 jobs I'm learning. So I'm back in school. So I'm reading books. I'm writing. So it's I'm vulnerable on stage because I don't know how good I am yet.
We're gonna wrap it up, guys, man. To break it down, you guys, we just need to get back to try to understand when a person and listen. Instead of, like that one woman said, instead of trying to listen to defend, let's listen to understand. Let's start listening to try to understand what a person is saying. Because in our day of time, the first thing we do is get defensive. We with that wall come up, especially with our black queens, man. And I'm talking to our black people, man. Especially with our black queens, start trying to listen, not to defend. Don't be listening to be on the defensive side. Start trying to listen to understand. And then you can go with whatever it is you have to say. But let's break it down. Let's break it down a little bit. Let's pull it back. We have too much of that going on. I love you guys. I love the queens. And I'm really rooting for her as well. So if she watches this, Don't think I'm coming at you, baby girl. I think you're a beautiful black queen. I just think that it was just a lapse for you. You know what I mean? It's a very teachable moment for a lot of people. A lot of young women probably will watch that and get something out of that as well. So you don't think of it as an L. Don't think it as me trying to come at you because I'm very not. You're a beautiful black queen, and I hope you and the radio station is still doing good. I hope you still work there. But if not, you know what I mean? I know that you will land on your feet. Like you're a very, very smart woman, and I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you, my girl. So anytime you want to come over here and chop it up with me on the channel, just let me know. Just let me know. So I'm rooting for you. I'm not coming at you at all. Appreciate everybody that walked out with me today, man. Make sure you get this video a thumbs up. And if it's your first time to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. I will also have in the in the description box below. You know, I told you that I'm 3 years sober and clean. The Sober Gang Experience podcast channel, which is my main channel, is very dear to me, you guys. I take a lot of pride in my sobriety. I take it very seriously. And I interview people from all around the world. They come on my platform and we try to inspire and motivate other people that is battling in active addiction. So I will have the link in the description box. Right after this, you guys, you go to the description box and I'm going to have the link to the Sober Gang Experience YouTube channel. That's my main channel. And I would love you guys to go on over there and rock out with me over there and show me some support, man. I would really love that, man. I would really love y'all to go over there and subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you guys for giving me your time, peace, love, and happiness, man. I'm going to see you guys on the next one.